Hey guys, Troy Dooley here, and I hope that you've had an awesome week. I tell you, great things are taking place. Usually I use this time just to put out the weekly news report, and I'm going to get it out probably tomorrow, maybe Monday, because I'm waiting on some late breaking news about some just awesome stuff that's taken place, but I can't release this until the companies come public with it. So once they do, I'll release it. It really is. It's going to be a great thing. Just one more positive about this great profession we call network marketing, and I'm excited about that. But I want to use this time as a, I don't know, just for my editorial, because I've seen two things coming to fruition, and I believe that probably in part of it is the economy. People are looking for fast ways to get some money through the doors. And companies have seen that. And companies are to the positive saying, well, let's do some free signups. Let's do 30-day trials. Let's do this kind of thing. And I commend the companies on that. You know, one of my friends, BK Barreco, has been saying for years, you don't need to charge a sign up. Just bring people into the business. So I respect where the companies are going with this. But at the same time, it's caused somewhat of a concern, because in the last week I've been watching a couple of situations, one in particular, where somebody who's not active in network marketing has had a very controversial experience, to say the least, was pushed into an organization. His information was taken from a database and loaded into another database. And he went berserk. Rightfully so. I have no problem with that. At the same time, as I was watching that, and I reported a little bit on this last week, if that had been somebody who was in a company that said you can't be in another network marketing company, or you can't be in a competing network marketing company, and somebody called the home office and said, hey, I just saw so-and-so join this new company, he could have been suspended, he could have been terminated. All kinds of stuff could happen. So I think we need to be very cautious of that. Now, something else that goes right in line with this that I've seen it seems to be an onslaught lately, and I think it's from a lack of understanding, is a lot of people have started showing their checks, have started showing their screenshots of their back office saying, look how much money you can earn with my company. And they believe that because it's factual, because this is the real thing, because they're not propagating some hypey false number, that it's okay for them to do it. And I'm not talking about amateurs. I'm talking about great professionals in this business. And we can't do that. That's borderline at best. In one situation that I was a part of this week with just dynamic people who love their teams, love this profession, have been very successful, I mean, truly successful in this business, are saying, Troy, it's okay if we do this. Our policies and procedures say we can do this. I went over and read their policies and procedures, and it doesn't say that. See, the way the laws are written in almost every state and on a federal level is there has to be income disclosure statements that show what the average distributor at each level makes. You cannot just publicly show checks. In some industries in which network marketing is used as the marketing channel, it's illegal, period, ever to entice with a check. And you'll see companies, when they talk about their income, make it very clear this is for training purposes only. It is not for public display. And that's fine. The companies have to control when it comes to income claims, income disclosure. This is not something that has been put in the hands of the distributor. I'm going to put up over on the blog. I'm not going to cover it inside. There's no way to just add all this information in. But over in the blog post today, I'm going to put links to articles, links to cases, links from attorneys' websites where they specifically talk about this. We're going to put some links up from some of the FTC stuff that we've put together, because we need to be careful. My role as the advocate in this profession is not to come down hard on people inside the profession. It's to raise concerns and red flags. To say, guys, we have to stay true to the course of making sure that this profession becomes known as the greatest profession under the sun. That means we got to work together. We have to unite and say, okay, we'll be a little bit more cautious. Okay, we'll err on the side of conservativeness. It's never about that get rich quick. It's never about let's jump in here and do this now. Just last couple of 3 weeks, I mentioned a company that didn't have any policies and procedures. And when one of their distributors came to them and said, man, I just saw Troy's report and we don't have any policies and procedures. Have we got legal counsel yet? This company shut them down and said, we're going to block you from being able to talk on this board. And I thought, man, let's not do things like that. See, if we work together, if the companies say, okay, we're going to do this right, if the distributors say, hey, we're going to do this right, do you realize we will take the ammunition away from the critics? That's why in September I'm launching the Advocates website where people can come together with me. And we can bind together and say, we're going to make this profession whole. We're going to bring back to the basics what this was meant to give the average ordinary person across the globe the opportunity to be somebody, the opportunity to take a part-time income and yes, maybe bring it into a full-time income. That's what this is about. This isn't about going out here and hyping this thing. This isn't about going out there and getting as much money as you can and jumping down the next step. This is about building something that your family can be proud of, a legacy. There's this myth that runs around in network marketing about a 97% failure rate. But yet I would challenge anybody that quotes that to show me where it's written. Show me where it came from. You cannot take it back and find an original source. And the closest that you can come to is an outside critic that made a generic statement about business as a whole. I happen to know a few more facts that are written down, and it shows a different story than a 97% failure rate. Network marketing is not just about making money, but about personal growth. And I challenge you guys this weekend to take time to look at your own business and your own team and ask yourself, are you in it for the long haul? Are you willing to put 3 to 5 years into this thing so that the rest of your life, you know your family is going to be taken care of? Over on the blog, I'm going to show a few things about investments. Some stuff I stole from one of my mentors and good friends, Richard Brook, and he may have stole it from Art Williams, but I think it's very good to show if you just take a little bit of money every month, put it in. Take your network marketing income and put it into a small savings, a small investment. You can change your family's legacy forever. Folks, have an awesome weekend. Be watching for the news report that will be out in the next few days. Live life like it's an epic adventure. I'll see you at the top.